Hello and welcome back to PT Patrol. This is episode 3, hosted by Chimera, as you can see. And today we're starting off with the entry by DeltaForce versus the Type 6 by Nightshade. The Type 6 by Nightshade is a relatively simple looking boat, armed with a torpedo turret and otherwise just covered in armor. Apologize for the black there, that's just because I'm running an AMD GPU. Anyways, it's simple, looks fine enough, it's a bit lacking on aesthetics, but shaping is good enough. And on the other hand, we have the entry by DeltaForce. A bit of a boring name, I think, but this thing, just a solid brick of armor with 2 torpedoes, a bunch of propellers for strafing and stuff, and it's controlled by Lua, which is something that I honestly expected to see more, but I didn't. Anyways, let us begin. Alpha strikes are being exchanged, and the Type 6 took a % of damage. DeltaForce is already starting to do its high-speed strafing maneuvers to avoid getting hit at all costs, and the Nightshade preparing to shoot again. Missile. Oh, a missile actually managed to hit it. Honestly a bit surprised by that, but the dodging seems to work really well otherwise. More missiles. And more hits. Surprised by how little DeltaForce's strafing is actually doing. Well, I was expected to do better, but DeltaForce's torpedoes are still doing massive amounts of damage to the entry. To the Nightshade, I'm sorry. I actually really like how this thing looks and how it acts. It's nice, well armored, looks decent, and has a very cool gimmick too. Oh, and both torpedoes just missed. Boring name though, I gotta be honest. The entry taking a bit more damage. And the Type 6 by Nightshade is now disqualified due to being AI dead. Congratulations, DeltaForce. You have progressed to the next. You have won this round. And now for round 2. Alpha strikes exchange. Type 6 already going down by 4%. Whatever Delta put on those missiles, that's a lot of damage that they do. All those torpedoes are probably going to miss. Oh, those look like heat torpedoes actually, but dang do they do a lot. Nightshade's already down by 2%, by 8%. The entry is completely unscathed. Still all missed, and 2 more torpedoes heading in. Down another amount of damage. It actually looks like, yeah, this thing is pretty well armored. Just not really designed to deal with stuff like this. Nightshade is down a lot more health. Let's see if Nightshade could actually turn this around before the match is over, but I personally kind of doubt that. And another nasty hit, completely removing the Nightshade's turrets, and completely leaving it up to the mercy of the DeltaForce. Delta has practically ensured their victory by now, but let's just watch it too. Let's just watch the Type 6 get demolished, I guess. And it's AI dead again. Congratulations, Delta. You have progressed to the next round. And now, for our second battle of today, we have the Minnow by Anickle versus the Percolator by NutterChap. Again, let's just take a quick look at both designs. The Percolator is a very unique asymmetric design with a simple weapon turret and a bunch of torpedoes. I think it looks really cool like this. I apologize if my camera is being weird. My remote desktop connection is having a bit of issues maintaining a good connection. And yeah, it's very unique, it's very interesting, and I think it just looks really cool. And on the other side, we have the Minnow by Anickle, which is just armed with a few torpedoes, but is incredibly heavily armored, as is, you know, trademark for Anickle's designs. So, let's see who wins this battle. Start this now. I'm gonna watch on Percolator's side because I just think it looks cool. Guns going off and dealing some damage. Oh, and the Percolator already getting partially destroyed by a torpedo hit. Let's see if the Percolator NutterChap can get back after this. Let's see how those torpedoes go. And some of them missed. And the Minnow not taking much damage at all from that. Honestly a bit surprised. But NutterChap's Percolator doesn't seem to be so happy. Its mimic is now removed, and it's just firing its stuff. Percolator at 70%, Minnow at 95%. Let's see how this goes. Another torpedo coming in and dealing another like 2% of damage. My apologies, I'm back now. I just had to get something dealt with quickly. More damage onto the Minnow. It's now down by 8%. Still nothing important has been harmed. This thing seems to be a truly solid brick of armor. I like it. But yeah, it's a lot of armor. Oh, and that torpedo just completely went straight through. More missiles coming in from Anickle, dealing more damage to the Percolator, which doesn't seem to be faring too well at the moment. Again, sorry for the weird janky camera movement. That's just because remote desktop is lagging a bit. Oh, and the NutterChap is completely destroyed and now completely AI dead. Congratulations, Minnow. You win this first fight of your first round. And now, let's see if NutterChap can pull a win and demolish the Minnow by Anickle. Exchange of fire initially, and first volley misses the Minnow completely, but demolishes and completely disables the... Actually, no, never mind, not completely disables, but, you know, severely damages the NutterChap. This is getting to be a lot closer, actually. with the minnow taking a lot more damage than last time, due to probably a bit more consistent on hits. It being a bit more consistent on hits this time. Whoa. There is a high possibility that the minnow might actually lose this time, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there is an excruciating amount of lag on my remote desktop connection, so everything is going to look shaky on your end. I'm sorry. And never mind, the percolator is now 2 damaged, and the minnow wins again. Congratulations, congratulations, Anickle. You move on to the next round. Okay, I'm back and I've made some slight adjustments to how I have set up my recording, and hopefully there'll be less lag on this fight between the Nugget by Harnas and the monochromatic pointing stick by Doomagent. Well, first let's look at the obvious and take a look at the Nugget Mark II by Harnas. As you can see, it's armed with 4 torpedoes and a large cram cannon, and it's otherwise covered with frontal armor. Just looks cool. It's like a tank, but it's a ship. I think it's pretty cool. And on the other side, we have the monochromatic poking stick by Doomagent, which is armed with a bunch of missiles and has a cool smokestack. Both are cool looking designs, and I can't wait to see who wins. First, let's see how well and the first shot missed, of course. All missiles missing the Nugget. Nugget seems to be able to dodge very well and has pretty cool fake wake using smokes, which is pretty nice, and even more damage dealt. And the monochromatic poking stick isn't feeling too well and just got a massive cram shot to the face. More hits, and the stick is down to 77%. Oh, and a collision is abound, but neither side takes significant damage from that. Cool. Another cram shot, and more damage to Doomagent's side. Nugget's still not taking much damage. And the monochromatic poking stick has now had its superstructure removed. But what's this? The Nugget just took a lot of damage, and that cram shot seems to have missed. But the Nugget seems to have pulled through and recovered from that. Torpedoes still look fine. Another cram shot, another miss. This is surprise. Seems like Doomagent might be able to turn this around after all. Don't know what's up with the torpedoes though. Can Nugget... Oh, and the poking stick is now 2 damaged. Congratulations, Harnas. You are now ahead by a point. Great job. But can it do it again? Alright, let's see if Nugget can continue this streak and defeat Doomagent. And the terrain messed itself up again, but I'm not going to bother to fix it this time. Because it's probably not going to be much of a deal, to be honest. And Doomagent taking a lot of hits from the Nugget, and the Nugget's still not taking much damage at all. Seems like Doomagent's doing worse than last time, and the Nugget's just doing better. More and more massive hits are being dealt to the poking stick. This is truly becoming an interesting match. I like this. Can Doomagent get another lucky shot? Too bad the torpedoes tend to mess up the ram cannon shot due to the knockback from the explosions. That's a bit of a flaw that the Nugget has, but it's not very major, as it doesn't happen very often that they happen to coincide like that. And the poking stick is now down to 64%. Doom's prospects are looking worse and worse, but oh, Nugget has now taken a few hits. Let's see how this goes. Another volley of torpedoes, all missed. I really like the type of missile shotgun that Harnas went for, though. It's really cool. Another volley of torpedoes, another set of misses. Another miss that went straight through the hole in the superstructure. Felt pretty bad for that. Man, that gun does a lot more damage than I thought it did. More torpedoes, more hits. And now, it's 2 damage. Congratulations, Harnas. Your Nugget has advanced to the next round.